It's Playhouse, SWAT94 on this A Flush, the Format Friday, Zero and Amy K. Do you find when it comes to weddings, a lot of times you see the concept of the wedding party to be kind of a trade-off, like, oh, I was in this person's wedding, so they'll be in mine, or gosh, I'm going to have to be in this wedding because this person was in my wedding. Like, do you see a lot of that?
Yes, and that is exactly why. If I would have done like your traditional normal wedding where all these people were invited, I did not want a wedding party because I was in other people's weddings that I did not want in my wedding.
You'd had like 50 ladies standing next
There
to
were.
you.
I thought,
Jeez.
I'm just going to leave it to my siblings.
Well, basically that idea coming up in...
For when you're so desperate you turn to the worst possible place. This is the Love Doctors on the Playhouse in the morning.
Love doctors, yellow love gurus. I'm getting married soon, and I have a problem. My brother was married 5 years ago, and I was his best man. But I really don't want him as mine. We've always had kind of a close but up and down relationship, I suppose, and I just don't see him as my best friend. I have relatively more brotherly relationships with actual friends. I'd rather pick one of them that's always been there for me and deserves that title. I know it would hurt him, and I'm not sure what to do. Even my fiance says it's wrong not to ask my own brother. What do I do given that's the case?
And you were his best man?
Yep.
It stinks. But if you really feel that strongly about it, I do think he still needs to be in the wedding party, just as a groomsman.
Yeah, for sure.
But pick whoever you want to be like the best man. That I think you could do as long as they're still included in the wedding party.
Yeah, it's not like this title of best man really carries anything outside of that experience, right? And maybe they're going to help plan and facilitate maybe a bachelor party. These are the two things. It's just really a standing thing. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I think I would just bite the bullet and be like, yeah, no, you're the best man.
I don't know, but that's the person who's going to give a speech at the actual ceremony. And I do think, though, if you go my route and he's just a groomsman, there is going to be some whispering. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
Chad's not the best man. I don't know what the brother's name is, but
Maybe you need best men.
multiple?
Yeah. You're all the best men.
I think trust who you want right next to you. And if it's not your brother, just have him be a groomsman.
Honestly, if you guys have the relationship you're describing, I'm not sure he's going to be as shocked as you think.
But why would he pick him then years back prior to be the best man?
What's been happening over the past 5 years? You know, if you feel like you've had more downs in your up and down relationship,
Yeah, you don't have to have him be right next to you.
I don't think you have to, but if I'm being honest, I would just eat it and have that person be my best man. So take that
But
for
you're
what
going
you
to be
will.
annoyed anytime you look back at your wedding photos, don't you think?
Maybe. I don't think you look at them as often as you think you do. TBH.
Maybe guys don't.
Yeah. Have you been staring at them often?
I look at my wedding
Gazing
photos.
at them?
I love looking at my wedding photos, and I had it as my background on my laptop. Yes, they're wonderful.
Love the 4 photos. They're really, really good 4 photos. Love doctors. I've been dating my boyfriend for 8 months. A few months ago, his mom added me to some sort of family group text messages. At first, it was harmless, but now it's nonstop. Good morning messages from various people, some of which I don't know, random photos of nieces and nephews that would only be mine if I eventually marry this man, grocery store updates, weather alerts, everything. Sometimes this group sends about 50 text messages a day, and if I don't respond, somebody says, "Is she okay?" My boyfriend thinks it's sweet and they've accepted me as family, but I feel trapped. How do I escape without offending anybody?
You can't. Unless you want to be out of that relationship, I think you just have to accept this. I would turn off the notifications, but just here and there, give a little comment. It's just you're answering a text. Takes 10 seconds. Get over it.
Most of those probably you can ignore, and as long as you pop in every now and then, I think you've satisfied it. Unfortunately, I do think you're trapped in that. I'm in a couple of group text messages, too, that sometimes I wonder why I'm even in it. But, you like something now and then or contribute something every couple days, and you've satisfied the beast.
I am in a group message with my mom, my brother, and my sister. And the other day, I'm getting ready to take a nap. I had my phone. I turned the volume down so I knew, I'm not going to get interrupted. This is going to be wonderful. Zzz, zzz. My watch starts going off. I am so annoyed. I'm thinking, who is texting me now at 1 p.m. in the afternoon? What nerve does this person have? I got so mad. I'm taking my watch off, but I still want to look. and it was my mom liking something my brother had sent. I threw my watch. I was so mad at them.
I'm trying to.
That's how I felt. But that's why I think if you turn your notifications off, at least it won't be going off all the time. But then you still are a part of it.
Are you ever like watching such an active conversation between a person or two where you're wondering if they even know you're in the thread? We're like, did you forget I'm here?
Hello.
I don't need to be getting this. And finally, Love Doctors. Every couple of weeks, my wife is out of the house, and I put the toilet brushes inside the dishwasher to clean them up real nice. Otherwise, they get grungy. I always knew she'd be angry if she knew this, but I put about all 3 of them in there at a time, and it makes them so clean, and it takes all that weird brown gunk off. Well, she recently discovered my secret and lost her mind. Do I actually stop because she claims it's gross when I've done it for years?
So at first I kind of was on your side, and I thought like you're just like almost sanitizing it, but it sounds like you're literally cleaning poop and then putting it directly in your dishwasher. Like you're not even rinsing it. At least if I were you, I would spray it down in the sink, clean it off. Maybe even spray some like Lysol or some sort of cleaning product on it while it's sitting in the sink. Let it sit in there, hose it down again. Then, while it's somewhat clean, you're putting it in the dishwasher.
I know there's people that have a wide array of things that they clean in dishwashers, so you're not the only one if you want comfort in numbers in that sense. There's tons. I think it was just recently, it wasn't toilet brushes. Was it the actual seat that people were putting in there? That was trending for a while. They were taking them off their toilet and putting them in there. I get it happens. It's not really for me. Just the mindset of my plate that I'm eventually going to eat food off of's in there. That's a dish-only zone for me, but you're not the only one. I do think now that she's expressed such disgust, if you were to do something like that, you're going to probably, yes, as Amy said, do a better job of rinsing them.
This is so gross. Like, how do you not think that's disgusting? That you're putting this brush that clearly you're saying brown stuff. You don't know what that brown stuff is?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a toilet. Maybe it's like that weird rustiness, but like, let's be honest. If you have a toilet brush that has brown chunks on it,
it's not rust.
It's probably poo.
That's so gross.
Can you imagine walking in and that's what Steven was doing? Like, don't worry, honey. I got everything clean.
There are times where Steven is cleaning and his methods of cleaning are questionable to me.
Sure,
and
yeah.
I never anything this extreme. But it just makes me, I just have to remind myself, like, he's helping out. Don't say anything. Like, this is how he does it. Like, it's folding the towels. It's not how I would fold the towels. So I just, don't get mad. He's doing it his way. At least they're getting done. It doesn't matter. If that is what I walked into, I would lose it. That poop particle is now floating around. It's all over our silverware. Little baby Brooks and his baby forks and spoons. What are you doing?
Can you imagine if you opened the dishwasher and it was that, a toilet seat, the baby stuff, your stuff, and
It's
just
all
the
in there at
steam's
once?
coming out?
No.